Hi guys, if you're new to my channel, I'm KP and I make math videos for students to learn from, especially in the middle of this pandemic, and I think students need it more, and yeah. So that's why I'm making these videos, and today's lesson is Kindergarten Go Math California Workbook, Chapter 1, Target 1. So let's get started. So for all the kindergartners watching this, I have made almost the same example of what you have in your textbook. So, and without any further ado, let's get right into it. So, this is pretty hard for all kindergartners first time, even for me when I was a kindergartner. It could be a little tricky, but once you understand how to do it, then it's going to be really easy. And yeah, so let's get started. First thing we have to do is look at what the problem wants us to find. It wants us to find, it wants us to match the pairs of dots with the numbers over here. So all you have to do is just match them up and you're done with this question. So let me just type the instructions real quick. Match the numbers with the dots. So let's start. How many dots are there here? There's only one. And we know that there's one right here and we're supposed to match it. So let's go ahead and draw a line from the 1 to this dot because there's one dot and there's a number 1. Next one. How many dots are here? 1, 2. 2 dots. So let's match number 2 right here to this 2 right here. Next, how many dots are here? There's 1, 2, 3 dots. So let's match this number right here to these 3 dots. Next is 4. There's 4 dots in this, let's say just 4 dots here. Now let's match 4 to 4 this way. There's 5 dots here and we know that 5 is our last number, so we can just circle it and draw the line. And this is how you do these kind of problems. Like I said, they are tricky at first, but you get more familiar with it when you're getting better at it. And yeah, so these were the instructions. Oh, sorry, it crossed it out. And let's review how we did this one more time. So all we did was match the dots to their numbers. This is what we did today, and hopefully this helped you if you had a question on it. And I made it just because for all the kindergartners who need help on it. So I really hope it helped you. Now let's go on to the next problem. So the next problem that I saw on your textbook, kindergartners, was count the number of shapes in each pair. So all we have to do in here is count how many the number of shapes in each pair. I just use hearts because it's the closest thing. But yeah, you can use anything you want. I think your textbook you have oranges. Yeah, you can just use anything you want. So let's get started with the problem. Count the number of shapes in each pair. So in this pair, there's 1, 2, 3 shapes. So let's write number 3 right here. In this pair, there's 1, two shapes. So let's write two right here. In this pair, there's only one shape. So let's write one right here. In this pair, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. So let's write 4. If in this pair, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 shapes. So we can write 5 here. And I know that some different people take time, uh, different times to learn. So if I'm going too fast, just let me know in the comments or change your speed to a lower one because I don't know how all the kindergartners learn who watch my videos, but this is how I'm going to do it for now. So just use that handy um, handy button to change my timing and just write me a comment if you want me to fix that. I can gladly do it for you. And yeah, so on to the next problem. So this next one is pretty simple. All you have to do is circle the pairs of three, all the pairs of three. So I used hearts for this one. I mean stars, sorry. I used stars for this one. You can use any one you want. Again, it just matters that you get the problem right. So let's get started. How many? So the directions say that we have to circle all the pairs of three. And let's count how many pairs of three there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's not a pair of three, that's only a pair of one. And so is this one. This is a pair of two. So before we get mixed up, let's cross them out because we have to circle all the pairs of three, and those are not pairs of three. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we know that there's 5 pairs of 3. And this may not be what you guys are doing, but I know you're gonna do it soon. You have to take the remaining pairs and see if you can make a pair of 3. So 2 plus 1, if you know, equals 3. So we can do 5 plus 1, which is 6. So we have 6 pairs. Otherwise, if we don't have that extra pair, then we can just make it 5 pairs. So this one is minus that extra pair, sorry. So we have these many. So let's review what we learned today. So we learned to match numbers to how many dots there are. We also learned to count how many hearts there were. We also learned how to circle all the pairs of 3, which was our example, and when we also learned that when you have a different one, you can make a pair out of the remaining ones. And yeah, so that's what we learned today. And before I leave, there's one more thing that I can't show you on here, but I'm sure that your teacher or whoever teaches you can show you. So it's tracing. And like I said, I'm not very sure how to write it on here. You can print it out, so you can like take a screenshot of this video, print it out, whatever you choose to do. But in your book, they write dotted gray lines with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5, 1 through 5. And I can try and see if I can find any type of worksheet for that. I'm sure your teacher will give you lots, but if I can't, I will just not post anything. But if I can, I will post something with a little note of what it's for. And yeah, so just check the comments here to see if I have posted it or not. I would try to post it by tomorrow. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And that's it for today. So I hope you have a great rest of the day and enjoy some time with your family. And yeah, so bye.